Hey everyone, let's talk about two tiny words that cause a ton of confusion for English learners: just and only. They seem so similar, right? But, getting them right is one of those little things that can make you sound so much more natural.
I bet you've sent this exact text before. I'm just 5 minutes away. It seems super simple. But hang on a second. What are we actually saying with that word just?
And yeah, that's exactly where it gets tricky. Does it mean you just now became 5 minutes away, or does it mean you are a mere 5 minutes away? The truth is, sometimes they can kind of mean the same thing, which is the confusing part. But don't worry, we're about to make this crystal clear. So to really get a handle on this, we need to zoom in on one big, simple idea that splits these two words apart. One's job is all about time, and the other's job is all about limits. Okay, this is it. This is probably the most important rule to remember. When you think of just, I want you to think about time, especially something that happened recently. And when you think of only, picture a little fence or a box. It's putting a boundary or a limit on something. So let's break that down. When you use just, your first instinct should be that it has to do with something that happened a moment ago. So I just got home means, well, I walked in the door a few seconds ago. It's all about that recent past. Easy enough, right? Now, only is totally different. It's all about that limitation. If I say I only bought milk, it means that milk was the one and only thing I bought. Not milk and cookies, not milk and bread. The limit was one item, milk. See that big difference? Time versus a limit? But okay, it gets even more interesting than that. Beyond these basic rules, just has this kind of secret second job in conversations that is absolutely key to sounding friendly. This right here, this is a total game changer. Native English speakers use just constantly to soften what they're saying. It makes a request sound less like a demand and a statement sound a little less intense. It's a huge part of sounding fluent in day-to-day chats. Just think about these phrases for a second. You hear them all the time. If you say, I'm checking on the report, it can sound a bit pushy. But if you say, hey, I'm just checking on the report, it suddenly feels way more relaxed and polite. It's such a good habit to get into. All right, you ready to level up? Because only is what I like to call a placement puzzle, where you put this one little word in a sentence can completely flip the meaning on its head. So check this out. In this first sentence, we put only right at the beginning, before Maya. What we're doing here is limiting the person. It means Maya and no one else, not John, not Sarah, ate the cake. The whole focus is on who did it. Now, watch what happens when we move it. Maya only ate the cake. Here, only is before the verb, ate. Now we're limiting the action. Maya's only interaction with that cake was eating it. She didn't bake it, she didn't slice it, she didn't buy it, she just ate it. And for the final switch, Maya ate only the cake. Now, only is limiting the thing she ate. She ate the cake, sure, but she didn't eat the ice cream next to it or the strawberries on top. It's pretty wild, isn't it? The exact same words, but three totally different stories, all depending on where only lands. Okay, I know that was a lot to take in. So after all that, how are you supposed to keep this all straight? Well, let's boil everything down to a super simple cheat sheet that you can start using literally today. Seriously, if you just burn these three simple rules into your brain, you're going to be correct 99% of the time. Number 1, use just for recent time. Number 2, use only to put a limit on something. And number 3, use just to sound a little softer, a little more polite. That's really the whole thing right there. So to wrap it all up, let's go back to a really simple everyday sentence. After everything we've talked about, which one just feels more natural when you're telling someone you arrived a moment ago? I just got home, or I only got home. If you can answer that, you've totally mastered these tricky little words.